Thank you, Justin. Great to be here, and congratulations to over 30 million Nigerians who are persons with disability.
You're welcome. You're very much welcome. Now, in 1992, the United Nations General Assembly proclaimed December 3rd as the International Day of Persons with Disabilities. Now, with the aim to promoting awareness to the global society on the challenging issues of persons with disability, and of course, to encourage their inclusion and empowerment. From your perspective, how far has these objectives been achieved in Nigeria?
Definitely, we've made some reasonable progress. We have been able to assert ourselves in governance, in economic sphere, and social circle. But there's still a lot to be done. And that's why I am in love with the theme of this year that focuses on leadership. As you know, everything rises and falls on leadership. And I think it's time for us to put our house together and galvanize every resources, including our potentials, to take the lead and ensure that our community of persons with disability is organized to take advantage of several interventions, either by government or development partners, to assert ourselves in making sure that we take advantage of quality education where it's necessary, quality health care, and even in the media space. I am always grateful how the Director General of NTA and the NTA family has shown tremendous interest in the affairs of persons with disability. I was watching the report that you just reeled out. I think it's one of the best reports on disability. But it's interesting, Justin, the theme of this year, what it encapsulates. You look at number one is leadership. Number two is inclusion. Number three, I think I even start with amplification of leadership, inclusion, sustainability, and the future. Those are powerful words that focuses on strategic advocacy that produces the results. So the future is bright. We are certainly not where we used to be, and definitely we are going somewhere.
Okay, now with over 1 billion people worldwide living with some form of disability, and of course 80% are in developing countries, including Nigeria. You know, this number is huge, but the good news is that, you know, Nigeria has made significant progress in promoting the rights of persons with disabilities. And as it passed the Discrimination Against Persons with Disabilities Prohibition Act 2018. What is your view about this? How do you see this development?
Well, I've gone around the world, traveled a little bit around African countries, and I can tell you that the issue of inclusion of persons with disability in Nigeria, we are making very reasonable progress. Nigeria is ahead, and it will surprise you, even countries like South Africa don't have the level of advocacy that we have in the country today. And so it's just an opportunity to further amplify and strengthen every available institution to be inclusive, whether it's the electoral institution, whether it is the economic institution. I like the fact that your channel, you will be discussing issues around tax. And last night I was part of the discussion on inclusive tax. So the opportunities abound.
Okay.
We will continue to scale up our not just advocacy, but intervention, every instrument of intervention, including inclusive media, which many organizations like yours have taken the lead.
Thank you so much. You know, the law also stipulates a 5-year transitional period for modifying public building structures and automobiles to make them accessible and usable for, you know, people with disabilities. Where are we in this regard?
We haven't made much progress, but I can tell you one very important giant stride is the awareness for this. Take, for instance, in the civil service, I want to say that individuals like Barrister Esther Wilson-Jack, which is the current head of service, paid very, very interesting and reasonable attention to inclusivity, to the point that for the first time in civil service, she is working towards establishing a physical unit that will address issues of inclusivity, which means that appointment in the near future will meet the 5% standard. In terms of the private sector and the public sector implementation of this 5%, we haven't made much progress. Okay. But Justin, what gladdens me is the enthusiasm that I see both on the side of government and the private sector in giving opportunities to persons with disability when it comes to employment. Okay,
now, you know, additionally, you know, we don't have time. The law in Nigeria establishes a National Commission for persons with disabilities, which is responsible for ensuring that people with disabilities have access to housing, education, and healthcare. Now, let's share your views on this.
I think it's one of the best things that happened to us, the establishment of the commission. And the commission is doing her best. Under the previous leadership, the present leadership, they are taking giant stride. The problem is that the commission herself, is slightly under budgeted. And that's why this afternoon we had made a presentation to the Deputy Speaker and to everyone in charge of budgeting that there's a need to increase the budget of the commission so that they can deliver on their expected mandate. Not only government providing that budget, the private sector also should follow suit. Okay. We all need to work collectively so that we can get the expected result and take persons with disability to the desired
Thank you so much.
outcome.
Thank you so much, Jake Ekbele, the founder of Tough Africa. Thank you so much for your time with us and for joining us on Nationwide.
Thank you, Justin, and please give my love to the DG, who is a dear friend and one of the most inclusive media practitioners in the country.
Yeah, sure.